1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, that's the vocal exercises that's always stuck with me. It's a fun tune. Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to Turnabout and Little Rodentia. In the last episode, we found out about a rather unpleasant case of arson, which resulted in many deaths, which is, well, suffice to say, pretty horrible. We also found out that Finnick has been accused of the crime, and after talking to the witness, or a witness at least, one Mrs. Otterton, who claimed that she saw him entering at 9:30 p.m. But she also has a picture, so it's a bit more than a claim, I suppose. Which is fair enough. And I suppose in this episode we'll be continuing our investigation. Although on an unrelated note, we found this little cutie all curled up in our back garden the other day. Look at him, he's so adorable! Or her, I don't know. I didn't really check, to be fair. But anyway, they're cute and adorable, they're in my back garden. Now they're not, which is a shame, but maybe they'll be back, I don't know. Anyway, we have an investigation to do. Let's have a chat with Mr. Bogo. Well, Chief Bogo. It'll still be Mr.? I suppose he's working at the moment, so it should be Chief, shouldn't it? So, what happened? Perhaps you can fill in the details on what happened for us. How much do you know? There was a really big fire. It started at Targoat. Still can't say that with a straight face. In that case, you should take this. Report added to court record. The fire started some point between 9:30 and 9:40 p.m. Okay, so that puts Finnick in a pretty tight spot. From what we gather, it started out small, until it reached something explosive. We still need to question the security guard as to what that explosive was. Either way, with the fireball, the fire was allowed to spread more quickly. It got out of hand very fast after that. I can imagine. I'll never look at a campfire the same way again. Oh, jeez. Oh. Great. No, I'm not going to either. Thanks for that. Great. The security guard reported the suspect to us, and we arrested him this morning. Did he resist? Nope, he came quietly. I forgot the voice I did for Clawhauser before. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. Or maybe it was, I don't know. Like I've said many a time, I can't do impressions. Though I thought I heard a few insults under his breath. Oh, must have been my imagination. Aha. Officer Wild seemed pretty upset, though. He took a deep breath and shouted, "Objection!" at the top of his lungs. It was so awesome. I fear my officers have been exposed to you too much, Mr. Wright. That's not your voice, that was Edgeworth's voice. Oh, great. The last imitator to copy me didn't end up so well. No, it certainly didn't. I heard he got poisoned in prison. Did he? What? I have a feeling a certain dark-haired, scary girl is responsible. Oh, yes, I remember now. Yeah. Did that happen in the game? Oh, it's been so long since I've played that game. I need to go back and play them again, but still, yes. Pretty sure I recall something like that happening. Anyway, Clawhauser. Oh, me? Oh, well, my name's Benjamin Clawhauser, and I work at the CPD. Yeah, I'd gathered that. I thought best to start with the basics. A little too basic, if you ask me. Why do I suddenly feel like deducting someone's salary? Oh, no. Leave him alone, Edgeworth. He's sweet and adorable, and leave him alone. That's the important part. He's not Gumshoe. Oh, good thing Gumshoe isn't here. That too, yeah. I think Clawhauser is reminding Edgeworth a little too much of the good detective. Yeah, I guess. I can see that. I tend to work in reception, but occasionally I tag along on cases such as this one. Why is that? This case is spread out and understaffed. It's all paws on deck for us right now. The mayor is right up my tail demanding answers. So you better finish up quickly. A lot is at stake here, you know. Oh, don't mind the chief. He might act all mean, but he's a softy at heart. Anyone who uses the same Gazelle app I do must be. Clawhauser! Yeah, he's a real softy, alright. Oh, that was a funny scene. Who is the mayor at the moment? I mean, this is after the events of the film, so it can't be Bellwether, thankfully. Did Lionheart get back in after that? I don't remember. I imagine by now he might have been voted out. I don't know. Oh well. That's one mystery that may never be solved. Might as well examine the place, I suppose. Well, I say place, it's a van. Well, that's an interesting piece of art. I suppose we know that what the accused fantasizes about. I wish I never found out, to be honest with you. You're just jealous that some fair maiden has yet to sweep her off your... You're just jealous that some fair maiden has yet to let you sweep her off her feet. Neither has he. Or you, for that matter. Good point. Right in the feels, bro. Right in the feels. Oh, if Pearl's got her way. Oh, Pearl's the little matchmaker at heart. Oh, she's adorable. What else is there to find here? Does he really live in this thing? This is why it's good to have a nice, stable job. I'm surprised Gumshoe isn't living like this the way you run him into the ground. Oh, for God's sake, Wright, I don't actually deduct his pay that much. It's the threat of it more than anything that motivates the man. But you have deducted his pay. Only once or twice. Of course. Yeah, I seem to remember him only ever eating ramen, like instant ramen for a while, because of you deducting his pay so much. Poor sod can barely even afford a new coat. Tell you what, on his birthday, you better buy him a trench coat. A new trench coat. Because that's the nice thing to do, Edgeworth, and he deserves it. He may not be the best detective ever, but he does his job, and he does it to the best of his ability, and he tries his hardest. So you've got to give him that. Right, what else have we got here? Is there anything on the wall? Nothing of interest. Okay, fair enough. I think I've seen everything there is to see here. So I'm going to move on, I guess. Well, I guess I might try talking to... Oh, something new at Little Rodentia. I was expecting to go here and then just straight to the detention centre, but... Okay. Police are still all over the place. Given the severity of the crime, I can imagine the mayor is giving them a hard time. Though it's only natural that a conclusion to this incident is wanted. Well, yes, but if you rush and get the wrong conclusion, then things are going to just end up being worse, aren't they? This is something that will remain in Zootopia's memory for some time. I can imagine. Poor sods. You're right. Of course I am right. Still, I have been accompanying you in this investigation for far too long. I have my own inquiries to make before the trial. So, this is where we part ways, huh? Indeed. Should you accept the case, I will see you in the courtroom. Ninja vanish! Alright, Now what? Oh, hi.
Excuse me.
Huh? I almost didn't see him all the way down there.
Are you investigating the crime, perchance? You look official in that suit of yours.
Yeah, I am. Official, huh? Sweet. And would it kill him to take the popsicle out of his mouth while talking? Hang on, I'm going to have to make it sound like I've got something in my mouth now.
Real assistance.
And you are?
No, Gus. I'm the man Targo.
Targoat? Oh, yes. Oh, the place where the fire started. Well, my name is Phoenix Wright. I have some questions I need to ask you.
Oh, okay, shoot.
Seriously, though, take that thing out of your mouth, please. I mean, you look ridiculous. Could you at least finish it? Surely you could finish it. Anyway, so what happened? Preferably without the popsicle. Nope, keeping the popsicle. Okay.
How much do you know?
I know around when the fire began, who the suspect is, that kind of thing. What did you do when it all began?
Oh, well, it happened. I wished a friend in order to make sure everyone made it out. At least everyone who could still make it out.
That's very brave of you.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find our security guard, much to my worry. However, I later learned that he had in fact confronted the culprit.
Allegedly.
Oh, damn it all! I should have done more. I could have done more.
I don't think there was anything you could have done to prevent this.
But there was that letter. If only I hadn't dismissed it.
Letter? Okay, I'm going to stop with trying to do the popsicle in the mouth thing because this feels more serious. Then again, the voice I've given him isn't very serious either, so I guess we'll just make do. So what was that about a letter?
One moment.
He just ran off. Well, so much for my questions. Oh.
Back!
Huh, he's carrying a rolled up piece of paper. Looks far too large for him. This is the letter? Looks like it wasn't written by a rodent. It's far too big.
I know, that's why I so foolishly disregarded it. It was sent the day before the fire, but its content was quite vague. It was quite a friendly letter, but it never clarified what was to happen. Since I never thought a bigger mammal would actually bother with us, I wrote it off as a prank. And now, damn them and their stupid eagle logo.
Oh, I see. Eagle. That seems familiar somehow. Yes, it does. Threatening letter added to the court record, but it can't be. I should see if I can arrange a visit with that person. The person whose personage I personally need to personify with personage. I was going somewhere with that and it was going to be funny, but it sort of trailed off into nothing. I apologise. But I know who that person is, and I will seeing that person personally. Yes. Let's have a quick look at this letter, though. Note sent to Targoat. It's sized for normal mammals. Okay, let's check it. I hope you like danger, for you will soon know danger like never before. Well, that's ominous and stupid. Like, who writes that? Why would you do that? Then again, if this person burnt down the whole place, they're an arsehole anyway, so of course they're going to write a letter like an arsehole. Right, Gus, so you're Targoat's manager?
Yes, I've worked there as long as I remember. Now, though, I think I might be out of a job.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sure they'll rebuild all that was lost.
One can hope. How else will I pay for my pawpsicle addiction?
Right. I guess that explains the pawpsicle in your mouth. Okay then. I wasn't even aware that you could get addicted to popsicles. See, now I'm doing it. I suppose you could be technically addicted to just about anything, as long as it gives you a dopamine rush and all that jazz. Popsicles. Seems a bit weird. And did he call it a pawpsicle? I don't think there's anything else I can talk to him about. I'll double check the report. The fire of Rodentia started at Targoat on July 19th, between 9:30 and 9:40 p.m. Fire started out small and then had spread throughout Little Rodentia by 10 p.m. Ew. Okay. Nothing of interest there. I don't think there's anything else to talk to him about. I guess detention centre, I guess. Have a chat with, well, someone. Either probably for Nick or the person from before. Though I might need to call him in separately or something. ... I don't think he's coming. I'd rather hope the ZPD would accommodate my request. Damn. He might hold the answers to this case. What, you mean I can't... Oh! Hello, Mr. Jur. We meet again.
I had hoped to never see you again, Wright.
I'd forgotten your voice. I think I got it right there. So, we'll just see what happens.
I was fortunate that I let Smithy so soon after I lost.
The feeling is mutual, Mr. Jur. How's prison life?
Don't pretend it is a social call. You would not have gone through the trouble of having me casted from prison to here if it were.
You're right. I do need to ask you something.
What is it then? I've told you people everything I know. It is about that last trade, that bully, I still don't know their identity, aside from race. They were a cautious individual, as you could understand given what they did.
This isn't about that case.
It isn't? Please, enlighten me then.
I'm sure you've at least... Pardon me. I'm sure you've at least heard of the fire down in Little Rodentia.
I have, but pray tell what it has to do with me. I'm serving a prison sentence, remember?
You have plenty to do with this, if I'm right. But to make it clear to him what I mean. Yes, by presenting this little piece of evidence here. Present.
Oh, what about...
That's me. What about this?
If you have something to say, then just say it, lawyer. You've wasted enough of my time. I have long since run out of patience.
Unfortunately, since in prison, patience truly is a virtue. I showed him the letter. What else am I supposed to do? Oh, I'll get to the letter. I want to hear what he has to say about the trial. I wasn't in attendance of your trial, but I do, of course, know the results quite well.
You really did come here just to gloat, didn't you? Oh, what a waste of ZPD resources.
No, that wasn't the reason. I just thought I'd bring it up while I was here.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I never had a chance at that trial, I know that.
Your Honour, the verdict. I do believe my case is all but proven.
Oh, a fine show, Mr. Edgeworth. Now the time for my verdict has finally arrived. I find the defendant, Mr. Forger...
Guilty.
Court is adjourned.
My guilt has already been proven. They assign me the most inept attorney possible anyway. Oopsie, not even the one you got wanted to take the case. Not even the one you got wanted to take the... Oh, that was me. Nobody. Not even the one you got wanted to take the case. They all know it was over before it began. The prosecutor friend of yours, how quickly he thrust the defense and got me that verdict. Why couldn't he have done that when prosecuting a certain weasel? Well, for one, he wasn't completely certain. 2, I was the defense attorney. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Get off your high horse, you overconfident, spiky-haired twit. Nope, I like the view from up here. And that's an odd phrase for this universe. Get off your high horse. I feel like that's going to have slightly different connotations here. Good. The letter. What about this? Huh, what is that? Well, I just showed it to you earlier, but apparently you didn't care. I'm sure you haven't forgotten the precious previous case already. Do we have to do this again? This letter was sent to Targoat in Little Rodentia the day before the fire. It's a threat sized for normal mammals and not rodents. And it has your symbol on it. Huh? Interesting. What is he thinking right now? Mr. Jur, perhaps you could shed some light on the subject. Well, it's only one lock, so I suppose that's helpful. Well, I say helpful, it's not as difficult. I mean, it's not helpful at all. It would be helpful if he just told me. Oh, come on. Does this guy just love to give me a hard time? Ugh. And yet, only one. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, I do not remember. I've been on so many jobs over the years. This must have been some time ago I created it. Oh, please don't lie to me, Mr. Jur. Haven't you caused enough grief? Fine, be that way. I thought he was just going to say no. That would have been pretty badass if he did, though. But he didn't. Can I use this letter to convince him? Maybe. I can. Maybe all I need is this letter to break the lock. Just to be on the safe side. New save. Talk. Let's give this a go. Right, I don't recall. So you don't remember doing the job? Do you expect me to remember everything I do in life? It's not like courtroom drama. I just force, get paid, rinse and repeat. It's not the most exciting business, but profitable. And illegal. Do I need to remind you of my position? So he claims he doesn't remember. I wonder. So this job of yours must have happened a really long time ago then. It must have. Subsequent work came in, it was forgotten. That's just the way things are. The way of things, I suppose. But could it really have been that long ago? Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow. I mean, this was created in preparation for something. And this something was, well, I guess it's the court report. Boop. Yeah, the fire, of course. It was sent the day before as a threat. It's logical to think that since it was forged in preparation for this, it can't have been too long ago. I'm right, aren't I? It must have been around the time of that letter you forged to frame my former client. So you must have had at least a little recollection of it? Mr. Wright, I'm tired. I'm tired of the futility of attempting to hide things from you. Good. I wish everyone else was the same. Make my job so much easier. They're done. I'm just done with it all. You win, Wright. I'll talk. Good.
Tell me the truth, please. So, what is this all about then?
It was my last job before, that other one. Like the bunny, my client remained anonymous. Unlike them, however, I do not even know the species. The all was done on my webpage in the deep web. Nobody actually used that method, with the deep web being as dangerous as it is.
That, and I doubt it's openly advertised. So you never actually met this person?
No, they had me fall through pieces and had me delivered to a specific place for pickup. With the payment being wired into my account half before the job and half after the delivery.
Wait, 2? What was the second piece?
That, and this is the truth, I do not recall. I generally don't unless I see the piece directly in front of me, like now.
Well, there are no locks, so it seems he is being truthful this time.
I do remember, however, it was definitely crime-related. I do not know anything else beyond that. I may have known my final client's original plan, but this one I was never filled in on.
And that is definitely the honest truth. No more lies to add to the pile?
It is.
Alright then, I think we're done here. So the threatening letter was forged. I can guarantee that it's for Nick's handwriting then. But Forger's logo should prove that it's fake. Yeah, let's hope so. I'm sure Edgeworth could twist that. Just be all,
well, just because it's forged doesn't mean it wasn't him who wrote it in the first place and he just wanted the forgery to trick us into thinking it wasn't him, to give him some sort of cover for this whole thing.
So, it seems a bit far-fetched, Edgeworth, don't you think?
Oh, yes, but it's the defence that has to prove everything, not me. No, I don't have to prove anything. I just have to sit here and tell you where you're wrong and tell you to present evidence.
Whole court system's backwards. Anyway, I think we've got all we can out of him. Move on, I suppose. Back to Little Rodentia. Ooh, something new. Still 11 days from my birthday. Well, then it hasn't been another day in this game, so that makes sense. That manager's no longer here. What, you think he's just going to stand around for a few hours while you go to a detention centre, talk to the guy, and then come back? It's unlikely. People have lives, right? I suppose he went home. Yes. Probably. Hi there! Gah! Gwalk? What an odd noise! Don't sneak up on people like that. Yeah, it is. It is a very odd noise. It's Officer Clawhauser, is it not? Oh, that's me. I'm still on the investigation with the Chief. And we're going to solve it, I promise you that. The Chief? So Bogo's here too? Yep, he's right over there. Hello?
You called Mr. Wright.
Oh, good afternoon, Chief. I'm just continuing with my own investigation.
As always. Now, did you want anything?
I could do with some Doritos. I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'm kind of craving a popsicle. I heard someone call it a pawpsicle. I don't know if that's like a general thing or if that's like a brand, but I'd kind of like to try one of those. And
not what I meant at all.
Right, I see. Fair enough. Sorry. But seriously though, the popsicle...
Shut up, Wright.
Sorry. Anyway. What have we discovered so far? Well, we've discovered a forged letter, which was used to threaten the manager of the target where the fire was. We haven't had a chance to talk to Nick yet, which is surprising. But I imagine that'll come in probably just before the trial starts, if I had to hazard a guess. We found out that I can't do a Clawhauser impression. Surprise, surprise. Edgeworth's gone off on his own to do his own investigation. I suppose the only thing left to do now is carry on with my investigation. Probably have a chat, see if they've found out anything else. But I'm going to do all that in the next episode. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.